Okay, let's get to the jokes before we get to the jokes, shall we? I can't wait for the fall premieres of the TV shows that are coming out very soon, and I cannot wait for the upcoming fall premieres of brand new TV shows that I might eventually watch on Netflix in a few years. Hey, by the way, did you hear Panera Bread outlawing guns at Panera Bread? How am I going to protect myself while I'm crying and stuffing my feelings with a cinnamon crunch cone?
The only way to stop a bad flatbread, Jimmy, is a good flatbread.
That's right. There's a bad guy with a flatbread by the iced tea machine.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, CBS, there's an opening, right, for a late night host. And, there's so many funny women qualified to host the Late Late Show on CBS.
They still haven't filled that slot?
I bet an unknown white guy is available, and CBS is going to go for it.
I hope it's David Gregory.
It's some white guy it's another foreigner, I think. I hear it's another, isn't it, Ben? Have you heard anything?
I hadn't noticed that, yeah.
I heard,
like a Mexican?
I heard it. No,
a white foreigner.
No, a white.
Let's
Come on. Scotland, England, something like that.
A good foreigner.
One of the good ones.
Yeah, one that you couldn't tell the difference. Okay. By the way, I don't know much about football, but I gather the biggest NFL moves are passing, tackling, and looking the other way. Solid joke. Hey, by the way, the next time you hear Fox and Friends talk about the war on Christmas and the moral decay of liberals, remember them joking about Ray Rice hitting his wife. Just remember that. Hey, did you hear there's a new Apple iPhone? There's a new Apple iPhone, and it's going to change the way we think about things we don't really need. There's a clock on the iPhone, and now the Apple Watch also has a clock, which proves that we live in a golden age of knowing what time it is. Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but the New York Times did an article on Dick Cheney, and they mistakenly referred to him as President Cheney and not the more accurate title, Asshole Cheney. That's right. Hey, Phil Robertson, you know him from Duck Dynasty. Phil Robertson says AIDS is God's punishment to homosexuals. And Phil Robertson, I think, is God's punishment to everyone. Why stop at foreign policy? Because they keep bringing John McCain on the news shows. He was on every news show last night after Barack Obama's speech. And I say, why stop at foreign policy with John McCain? Why not have John McCain on to talk about movies and music and fashion and all the other shit he knows absolutely nothing about, too? Thank you very much. Got applause on that joke. Hey, why? By the way, Obama, Michael Moore says Obama will be remembered only as the first black president, says Michael Moore, who I'm assuming already had health care.
That must be it.
Hey, by the way, the big ISIS struggle is happening. This is a new existential threat that is, all pretend and made up. But the pundits are describing Obama's ISIS strategy as muddled, unlike the clarity of invading a country that didn't attack us. And by the way, did you know that the most popular music style in Washington among pundits and politicians, do you know what it is? It's the drumbeat for war.